I'm Dennis Cometti. You're here, I'm here, and now it's time for the preliminary final. And joining me in the box for special comments will be Matthew Richardson.
Great to be here, Dennis. Can't wait for the start of this one.
These two teams are just one step away from the big show. For the other, the season is curtains.
The preliminary finals mean the pressure is on and only one team will have a match next week.
Tonight's clash between the Eagles and Melbourne. Only 5 minutes remaining.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you.
The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelled correctly. Just 5 minutes to go.
Heart beats true for the red and the
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. Cameras ready for the players. Just 5 minutes to go. Just 5 minutes to go. Just 5 minutes to go. We have the toss of the coin. The Eagles win the toss. Waiting for the siren now. Only 5 minutes remaining. Here we go. It's the Eagles versus Melbourne. Studley outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. A favourable bounce. He's heading for home. Studley drives the ball towards goal.
All clear.
Studley picks our first goal of the game. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Studley with the tap. Dale comes away with the ball. A free kick paid for some off-ball trouble. Gets boot to leather. McGovern marks it. He lays off the pass. Dio kicks it to the square. It was all his. Bumps the pigskin. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Both ruckmen standing their ground. Studley with a big fist on it, controlled by Rioli. Out of bounds near the goal. The throw is accurate. Huge leap. Tringer, a good drummer. Hogan going for number one. The loose ball scooped up. Nicely intercepted by Oliver. Nice work from Gaff.
Gaff just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Studley gets a fist to it. And the ball crosses over the boundary. We'll get a throw in. It's tapped down nicely. Shuey running in now. Blair marks it.
Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Kicked at goal by Blair. Nice goal from Blair. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Studley really gets onto this one. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Boots it. Jetta soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Bounces favourably for Daniel. What was the intention of that kick, Richard?
If you're going to kick that poorly, you may as well just give the ball straight back to the opposition.
Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 20 metres from home. Dowling will have earned his paycheck if he converts this one. The Eagles have scored the last 3 goals. There's already some distress for the Demons.
Darling, it's the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
Bounce goes the ball. Good tap from Studley. Shuey has the ball. Choose to kick it. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Rioli on the borderline of his range. The mark is taken by Hogan. 45 metres out. Too far out to score, surely. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. West Coast get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Gets his first. Melbourne already trailing by an uncomfortable margin.
Hogan's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Guided by Studley. Shuey with the ball. Trims the grass with that one. Marked by Jetta.
Jetta has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow. Good hand skills there. He boots it. Gaff just wanted it more then. He gets boot to the ball.
The ball is kept in. A low stabbing kick coughed up by Sheed. They're approaching home now. Going for goal number 1. Just fell through. That's his first. They increase their lead. West Coast by 5 goals.
Dale has a nose for goals. You wouldn't want to bet against him even on the tightest of angles.
All is in readiness. And look at that bounce. Studley directs it down. Is in his possession. Lobs the pass. Hogan heads in for the goals. Rioli gets the mark without contest. He kicks and clears the ball out of the 50. Sheed with an easy mark. Low kick. Great mark under pressure.
The Eagles have just been so dominant in the marking contest and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Good mark. Darling lines up.
A chance to add one more to his tally. Dowling with the goal. That's number 2. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Studley nicely outclassing Gorn. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Slams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Shanks that one. He gave it a crack but it sailed wide of the goal. The Eagles with a healthy gap on the scoreboard leading Melbourne 37-0. Petraka gets set to kick it back in. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
35 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Fantastic goal by Blair. That's 2 now. He's playing well. West Coast by 43.
Blair has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him.
That replay shows just how good that goal was. Good bounce. Huge leap. Savage has the ball. Gets boot to leather. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. I'm not sure which side that lad is playing for. Out on the full. Geddick runs off the ground like someone just gave him a Metamucil smoothie. Puts boot to ball. He gets it up the crowd.
Well, when West Coast were able to mark the ball inside their forward 50 so easily, it's no wonder they're leading this match. Melbourne really need to turn up the pressure. He boots it. Great hands.
Mark.
Shuey opts to play on. Choose to kick it. Hogan grabs that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. Nice mark there. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 40 metres out. Studley with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Studley kicks for goal. It's in the air.
All clear.
The Eagles in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Bruce wins the tap. Terrible timing by Gore. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Booted by Cockatoo. Spilled by Don. That's the end of the first term. The Eagles, 49, took the Demons nothing.
They're in front and they deserve to be in front. They stepped up in all areas and really made their opposition look second rate.
Lots of points scored during that opening term. Richo has some stats for us now.
The scoreboard definitely reflects what a marking powerhouse the Eagles have been. West Coast have enjoyed the majority of the ball in this match with an impressive lead in the possession stats at 89% to 11%. The tackling abilities on display from both sides appear close on the scoreboard, with West Coast on 3 and Melbourne on 0.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo.
If you can believe it, the mind can achieve it.
Bruce with the mighty fist. He kicks quickly.
Let's play on.
Dale making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. The ball is hammered towards goal by Hogan. Gaunt is happy with that tackle. He's got him for holding the footy. Gorn with a perfect drop punt. A big run to take that back. Ainsworth with the kick. Rioli with an easy mark. Going for goal number 1. Just fell through. Rioli kicks his first. The Eagles have scored the last 9 goals. The Eagles in front.
Rioli obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else.
And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Congratulated by his teammates. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. More bounce than a dodgy check. Cruz knocks it down the field.
The Eagles have had so much possession, they haven't had to lay too many tackles. The Demons just can't get their hands on the ball. Gaff with handball. Pruis, handballs to space. Approaching home now. Studley wins the contested ball.
Would you back him in from here, Richo?
He has a very good chance from here.
40 metres out. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. That's 10 in a row for West Coast. West Coast with the ascendancy over Melbourne, leading the match 61-0. The bounce is dead straight. Gorn didn't even get close to that tap. He gets his hands on the footy. He's heading for home. The ball is thumped towards goal by Hogan. Hits the running man. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. The Eagles with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 67-0. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced.
The Eagles have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Blair claims the ball. Puts boot to ball. Good mark. He plays on with it. Daniel holding the ball.
That's a piercing kick from Oliver. Hogan presents and takes the mark. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. The Eagles leads by 68.
The tracker has so much potential, it could just be anything. Sending it on its way. Gaff with real good use of the body. He steadies now in front of goal. Gaff kicks for goal. It's in the air. Sends it home with a huge kick. The Eagles have the edge over Melbourne in this match.
He's loving that replay, and he's making sure his opponent knows all about it. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. One down by Studley. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. The bouncing ball is controlled. I haven't seen him for a while, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he is playing B-grade footy.
McKenna gets his first possession. All is in readiness. The bounce is dead straight. Gorn not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leap out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Choose to kick it. Nice contested mark by Savage.
Savage got a really good footballing brain. Yo plays it off to the man on the run. Hogan with the ball. Sending it on its way.
A favourable bounce. Daniel with another possession. Drifts wide to go through for the behind. West Coast leads by 81. You look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. Here's a long kick. The ball crosses the boundary. The ball is in the air. Studley with the tap. He collects the loose ball.
Melksham has got a solid core which enables him to break through some tackles. I'd like to see him lift a little and then he will become truly impossible to tackle. Shuey passes it. He's approaching the goals now. McKenna goes for home. West Coast are in front.
And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. And there's the bounce. Studley with the hit. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Jeff goes long and gets the goal. That's his second. West Coast with the ascendancy over Melbourne, leading the match 93-0. That replay shows just how good that goal was. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Tap to advantage. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Jones kicks. Strong mark. Cole with a daisy cutter. Neo claims the ball. He plays on now. Kicks. Takes that one strongly. Kicks it across the ground. Nice hands. He wants to play on. Studley approaching home now. Goal to the Eagles. 4 goals and no sign of stopping. Studley making the lead bigger. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Studley knocks it down the field. Lobs the handball. Hogan calls for it back. A 1-2. He's running hot, Richard.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
McKenna takes a shot. Darling alone for the uncontested mark. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Going for goal number 3. He kicks it gun barrel straight. The pressure continues to mount with that goal from Darling. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Go on, leave the pinatas for the kids. Kicks it. Neo handballs it. Works it across the ground. Great mark over the pad. Hogan kicks. And the mark will be paid. 40 metres from home. You'd back him from this position. McKenna tries his luck with a shot at goal. That's a very well executed goal. McKenna gets his third. West Coast in front. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Studley got the hit out. Sends the Sharon on its way. Gaff gets the upper hand.
Gaff has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates. Blair goes for goal. The Eagles get the goal.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Gorn looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. The ball crosses the line. The ruckman vying for the better position. Hit by Studley. Has it now. Gorn lays it off to the running man. And that's the half. The Eagles 117 to the Demons 0. Stay tuned for the halftime show. What? There's no halftime show. Seriously. Is there anything interesting in the stats, Richo?
West Coast is looking good on the scoreboard and they have the stats to back it up.
Much appreciated, Richo. Well, that's the first half of the match. Come back in a few minutes and we'll have plenty more footy to play. Ready to bring this game home.
What to do with a mistake? Recognise it, admit it, learn from it, then forget it.
That was all Jetta. Choose to kick it. An easy grab for Prioli. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Cockatoo only claiming a behind. The Eagles lead the Demons.
Look, the Demons, they can only blame themselves here. The disposal today has been terrible, causing far too many turnovers. Vandenberg gets the intercept. He handballs it. Gorn gets caught with the ball. Good hand skills there.
Back to Cruz. Now he wants it back. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. 45 metres out. That drop punt works well for Hogan. McKenna going for number 4. The Eagles fight 124. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce, laser straight.
Cruz has got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200 game player. Puts boot to ball. Duggan with the ball. He boots it. Gaff takes the mark uncontested.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. That's a goal. What a long kick. They increase their lead. The Eagles lead by 130. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce. Cruz with the hit. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there. Lobs the pass. Cole keeping it low. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Goal to Melbourne. Wagner puts them back in contention. Melbourne with their first goal.
Melbourne could just been poor at reading the ball off the packs. They need to get back to basics and try and generate some forward run and carry.
Cruz taps. What has the ball? Sends the Sharon on its way. And the mark will be paid. She decides to play on. Is in his possession. He has the ball. Pumps the pigskin. Controlled by Blair. With the quick hands. Daniel runs in. A chance to add one more to his tally. The Eagles by 130.
Daniel has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. And there's the bounce. Tapped by Bruce. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Takes the mark all by himself.
The Eagles have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. The Demons need to stop trying to outmark West Coast and just get a fist into the contest. He steadies now in front of goal. Ainsworth watching the ball. Shocking kick, nowhere near the target.
He puts it out of bounds on the full. Kick by Oliver. Great grab.
Brayshaw with the kick. Watts with good strong hands.
Puts boot to ball. The mark is taken by Dale. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
A long way out. A chance to add one more to his tally. McKenna looking to add another. What a match he's having. Oliver slams it on the boot. A good mark under the circumstances. Time drying up with only 2 minutes to go. Well, he gave it a shot. Does well to keep it in play. He's run out of room and he goes across the line. Umpire lets it loose. Bruce got the hit out. Scoops up the ball. Studley puts it on the boot. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
West Coast have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Melbourne need to stop trying to outmark West Coast and just get a fist into the contest. Cockatoo takes the mark. He lines it up with the goal.
30 metres out. 35 metres out. Cockatoo lets fly with a shot at goal. West Coast lead the Demons. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Bruce decisively booted by Savage. A great effort. A torp from Studley. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Good mark by McKenna. 35 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Going for goal number 5. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. West Coast with the ascendancy over Melbourne, leading the match 143-6. Petraka will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
The Eagles are taking their time and kicking to smart options inside 50, and that's having a real bearing on this match. West Coast lead. Petraka has a kicking ability to rival some of the old legends of the game. Gee, a long kick there. Watts marks it. He lines it up with the goal. Watts with the shot. It's going. Goal for the Eagles.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Bruce wins the tap. Terrible timing by Gorn. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. A short handball. Pumps the pigskin. A good mark under the circumstances. Richo, what are his chances from here?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. 50 metres from home. What passes? Ainsworth going for number 1. Nice kick. This kick has extended their lead. The Eagles have scored the last 3 goals. The Eagles in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckman unleash. Bruce taps it. The ball in the hands of Jetta. Sends the Sharon on its way. Wins the game. West Coast 156 to the Demons 6. What? Oh, they're telling me that's only the end of the 3rd quarter. The scores were very high in that third term. Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
The Eagles is playing a great game in both stats and on the scoreboard.
That's pretty deep, Richo. Started and finished the game with a win for their side.
You and your opponent want the same thing. The only thing that matters is who works the hardest for it.
Only 5 minutes remaining. Studley marks it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Studley likes his chances for goal. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Studley's just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Tapped by Studley. Watt is able to grab it on the half volley. Hogan grabs that one. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Hogan lets fly with a shot at goal. A goal for the Eagles. A second goal in the bag. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Hogan has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Studley knocks it down the field. He's able to thread a needle and that kick comes out of the pack. Booted by Gaff. He has no trouble grabbing that one.
It's clear that West Coast have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Nice kick.
All is in readiness. Great bounce. Deft touch from Bruce. Daniel with the football. Chips it down towards half forward. Great mark under pressure. Slams it on the boot. Yeah. Jetta kicks. Marked by Daniel.
West Coast have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Melbourne need to stop trying to outmark the Eagles and just get a fist into the contest. Darling lining up with the goals. Darling has a kick. Darling, wonderful goal. West Coast are in front.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Bruce punches it. Garland gets the ball. Garland one out in the square. Daniel takes it well. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marked by Eo. He runs for home. Shot by Eo. Goal to the Eagles. This kick has extended their lead. That's 6 in a row for the Eagles. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
The Eagles has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around. Melbourne, they aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Lobs the pass. Sends the Sharon on its way. A great effort.
Daniel's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He slams that on the boot. He takes a strong mark.
Jams it on the boot. Picked up by Darling. He handballs it. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Well, with kicking like that, you'd have to say it's a goal he would have kicked 99 times out of 1,000. Looks like he'll go out wide. Strong mark. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. McGovern grabs that one. Richard, what are his chances from here?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Kicked at goal by McGovern. It's in the air. McGovern did well then. The lead has been increased. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
McGovern has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.
Pruis has got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could be... Mark. Watts kicks the ball. Gaff marks it. He slams that on the boot. He marks the ball.
He chooses to play on. Lobs the pass. Looking for another goal here. The mark missed by Darling. The Eagles get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Rioli with his second goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Studley decisively bumps the pigskin. Lucky bounce collected. Jams it on the boot now. Darling grabs that one. Sends the Sharon on its way. An easy grab for Bruce. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He's a great kick and should convert from here.
Bruce takes aim for goals. A magnificent kick right through the middle. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check.
It's great for a team when they have a winning ruckman who can really direct his hit-outs. West Coast have had a superb supply all match long. puts the head down as he runs into goal. That's a great goal. West Coast lead.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Gorn looked about as coordinated as Disney's grouping. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Claimed by Studley. Yeo feeds it wide. Jeddick picks up the loose ball, lobs the handball. Shuey doesn't want it, he hands it back, puts boot to ball. Nice hands.
It's clear that the Eagles have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. No one around troubling him there. Petracca kicks the ball. Rioli takes the mark.
Would you back him in from here, Richo?
I really doubt, Dennis.
This will certainly test him from this distance. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Didn't get he, Richo?
If you're going to kick that poorly, you may as well just give the ball straight back to the opposition.
It'll come back from the boundary line. The ball has been tossed in. First hand's important. A chance to add one more to his tally. West Coast starting to exert some dominance over Melbourne with the lead of 2-12 to 6.
Petracca has so much potential, he could just be anything. He gets boot to the ball. Kennedy, with good strong hands, puts power behind that kick. Yo, just wanted it more then. Puts boot to ball. It's a mark.
Lining up the goal now. What a great goal by Darling. Melbourne with Hammer. Which did you enjoy the matchup between River and the Demons?
Tyson's boring match to watch.
Scores 2-18 to 6. Well, Richo, it's been a fun match. We've enjoyed that one.
It's great to be here, Dennis. I'll be back next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.